Hey baby, what are we doing?
It's raining, so I'm checking on our leak.
Oh.
Welcome to Airstream Wheeler. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps our channel.
The previous owner ripped off the awning and had told us that he had had this area repaired, so we weren't actually expecting an active leak. While we're finishing the oak door sill, I found wet floor all along that edge. It's wet and dry rotted. Oh no. I immediately started looking for the leak up high. I took apart the Fantastic fan and the windows. When I didn't find any water in the windows, I peeled back the wall, and the insulation in the wall was dry. Cutting out the floor allowed me to see that the water intrusion was coming from the lower level belt line. Trying to find leaks in 33 degrees and raining weather is fruitful, but it's just misery. But I have a trip scheduled next week, and I know that I need to have this under control now. Well, I think I found where the water is coming in. There's empty holes, missing screws, and missing rivets. As much as I really don't want to be doing this right now, I think I'm going to have to remove the entire belt line and reseal it. Oh, it's just so cold. How is it?
I think it's going to be okay.
So it's dry?
It seems dry. The polyurethane seems to be deterring any water from getting sucked into the floor. I don't think it's actually leaking. It really does seem dry.
Do you think we got it when I resealed the outside?
I think so.
Yeah.
If the front curves hadn't been dry and rock solid and the rot area had been any bigger at all, we would have replaced the whole front sheet.
So how do you feel about the way we handled it?
I think it'll be okay. Ideally, a whole sheet from about 3 feet back and all the way from wall to wall and then under both walls would be ideal. In this case, we didn't really have the time to get that deep into it. And actually, I was surprised to find that there was no wetness at the front edge of the trailer at all. That's very structurally sound still. So I'm okay with this small patch. I did make sure to get it well under the wall to clean out that channel and to screw it back down. So everything is structural at the wall edge. And then it's sitting on frame rail out in the middle here, and I think I'm happy with it.
So I think those metal patches are kind of ugly, and it doesn't really matter because it's under the couch, but can you tell our viewers why you chose to do it that way?
I kind of agree with you. They're not ideal, but because that's directly over the spare tire, there's not a lot of space to do a scarf joint underneath that would support the patch, and so they wouldn't have a soft spot. Now it's under the couch, so nobody's really going to step on it. I think it's fully structurally sound, but it's because in that area you can't put a screw through of any size. It'll go straight into the spare tire.
With the business trip next week, you think we'll be all good? We are going somewhere wet and cold.
I think we'll be fine. With the time allowed and trying to do this kind of quietly in a campground, I think we did a pretty good job. Best we could do right now.
And moving forward?
We may eventually want to revisit this. It'll be fine for a while. There's no structural issues with it. We resealed the vapor barrier underneath back into place. I think we're good.